Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to complete the brand new Flash 2 challenges here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. We'll also talk about the super packs themselves briefly in this video. I'm not going to do that as two separate videos. I'll just kind of combine it into this one in terms of how to complete those challenges, as well as talking about the super packs themselves, whether or not they're worth opening, which I think y'all can probably guess my answer on that. But the good thing about this is it does look as though these flash challenges, like for example the challenges from last week, are still here. So it looks as though if you didn't complete last week's challenges, you can still get them done. Looks like these challenges are all going to be here for the entire season, so you're gonna have to complete 5 sets of flash challenges total to get a 99 plus player. But you will have the ability to complete challenges you may not have gotten to from the previous week as well, if you want to get that done. So that is not too bad at all. But for Flash 2 today, it looks like it's a very similar set of challenges as from last week, which was win challenges for the 4 teams that the players are on, and then 4 individual player challenges as well to match their stats of some sort. And it looks like it's the exact same this week as well, just with the Kings for Oscar Robertson, the Grizzlies for Jaren Jackson Jr., the Hawks for Karis LeVert, and the Bulls for Patrick Williams. Win a game using 13 players from each of those teams. Again, the fastest and easiest way to do that is really simple. All you're going to do is go in here. You just start a new lineup. Doesn't even matter what you name it. I'm just going to name it whatever. And you can come in here and hit X, or I guess it's square on PlayStation, and hit autofill with team. And let's say I was trying to do the one for the Hawks for Karis LeVert. There you go. Now I got a full Hawks lineup. So I take this full Hawks lineup, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here into breakout. I'm going to make sure that I have a full lineup game here, and I'm going to play a full lineup game. And we're going to use this team with the Hawks, and it's going to take 4 minutes because you have 2 minute first half, 2 minute second half. Win the game, play it on a rookie, you'll be done. Do that 4 times, it'll take 15 minutes total, maybe 20, sorry. 25 minutes total to complete all of 4 of those teams and get that done with each of these teams. And very simple for sure. Then you have, and you can also just in the same lineup screen, you can just clear the lineup and then autofill it with the next team. Very simple stuff. So with that being said, the other 4 challenges are probably a little bit more time consuming. At least they were last week. Let's see what they're looking like though. Score 56 points with the Kings point guard in the game. That's kind of annoying, but if you have like a De'Aaron Fox or something, I think you're good. 8 blocks with Grizzlies power forwards over multiple games. That's something you could probably do. Between the Grizzlies game you have to play, maybe you can get 1 or 2 blocks there, and then you can play a couple of triple threat games, or maybe even just one or two triple threat games. Using a Grizzlies power forward as your big man, and you'll be good there. That one won't be too hard to complete. Score 51 points with a Hawks shooting guard in a game. That's a domination game challenge. You're not going to get that done in the full lineup game, so maybe you just play well, let's think. 56 points to Kings point guard, 51 points to Hawks shooting guard, 14 rebounds with Bulls power forwards over multiple games, and then 8 blocks with Grizzlies power forwards over multiple games. My thought is, if you play a rookie domination game, one rookie domination game should allow you to get the 56 points to the Kings point guard and the 51 points to the Hawks shooting guard in a game. And then you can obviously just use Bulls big men and that are power forward eligible, and Grizzlies big men that are power forward eligible to work on these 2 challenges. And I would think between the 4 individual full lineup games and 1 rookie domination game, you'll be done with every single challenge except for maybe the 8 blocks with Grizzlies power forwards, and then that'll take you 1 or 2 more triple threat games to finish. So in total, this is an hour of challenges. Like it's not going to take very long to complete this group. Just like last week, it looks like it is basically an hour of challenges. So it's looking like for this season to get this free dark matter, it's going to be about 5 hours of grinding, which really isn't too bad. I probably just need to sit down and do this at some point this week and get both of these groups done so that I'm caught up. I think that would probably be worth doing, in all honesty, because I think at the end of the season it'll be worth it to just do a pack opening video real quickly on this. It's really not bad. It only takes, again, an hour per group, so I would just recommend probably knocking this out, because why not, right? It gives you something to do. It's not the greatest reward that's ever been, but it's definitely a much bigger, a significant improvement upon what we've been getting for free on Tuesdays throughout the last couple seasons. So I will at least give 2K that, even if I don't actually like love the super pack concept on Tuesdays, which I don't. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it could certainly be executed much better. We've seen much better Tuesday content in the past, and this year I think it's definitely been a disappointment, especially these last few seasons. But at the same time, at least there's something to do, something to grind for, which is that dark matter. So could be worse. With that being said, would I recommend opening these super packs? No, not really. 37% odds at an opal is definitely a lot better than the odds that you're getting out of a signature series bundle, which is only 7% odds. But again, these packs contain every single card that's been in the game all year, so you're probably not going to get anybody good. 3.2% in a dark matter. Again, the odds are slightly better overall than this, like a 1.8 for a dark matter in the regular signature series one. You look at the super pack odds, 3.5%, 97 plus, versus a comparable signature series pack for the same price is 2%. Like in general, your odds are definitely a bit better as a whole here, but they're not what I would consider insanely great. Still, I generally personally don't really recommend opening packs unless it is a special offer, something special like a Hoff box. Even then, I wouldn't really recommend it, but I do think it is at least more so worth your money when it's something like this versus something like this. To me, just really isn't in that same category. Again, you got 251 boxes. One of them has a flash equal chance topper, which is going to guarantee you one of Oscar Robertson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Patrick Williams, or Karis LeVert at a 25% chance each as the topper, and then the other pack is going to guarantee you a dark matter or higher as the topper, but still you only have about a 0.4% chance of getting a dark matter in any individual pack, which still is not very high. You'd probably have to open a couple of 50 boxes to pull one single dark matter out of the regular 50 packs. So again, I just don't think in general you're getting very much value from super packs. Still, I do not really recommend them to anybody. I don't think they're a very good expense. And again, I'm interested to see what the how common these cards are this week, I guess, because like Chris Paul, there's 2 of on the auction house from last week. Devin Vassell, there's a decent amount of, I guess. There's more Devin Vassells available. There's a few Dorian Finney-Smiths, only 3 though for opal. That's just not very many at all. So we'll see if we get more quantity of these cards in the auction house this week, but I wouldn't really get my hopes up about that. There's a total of 5 Ewings on the auction house from last week, and not a single new card as I record this video yet. It doesn't look like on the auction house between Patrick Williams, Karis LeVert, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Oscar Robertson. So I don't know. It is what it is. If y'all get Jaren or Oscar, would you want to let me do a gameplay? If y'all wind up pulling them somehow or something along those lines, let me know. DM me on Twitter. Would love to do gameplays with those 2 cards. But realistically, again, the prices on those guys are likely to be too expensive to really justify actually paying for them. And again, I just wouldn't really recommend spending money on Tuesday content and opening super packs or anything like that. But feel free to get these challenges done. Again, like I said, they're not going to take all that long at all, so you might as well get them done. It gives you something to do for today, if nothing else. So with that being said, I don't have much else to say. I don't know. I just think the game is the game's not my favorite right now, but it is what it is, and we'll make it work. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all do enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.